Hello dear student, myself Dhawal Tandil, Assistant Professor of Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, NAVSARI. As we learned in previous lecture, that is history of operations research, historical standpoint of operations research and origin of operations research. Okay, how it is originated and what are the histories of operations research. Now today we are going to discuss about the definitions of operations research and characteristics of operations research. Okay, now before learning the definitions of operations research, I must say there are 13 definitions already given in your book. Okay, there are many definitions by many researchers according to their point of view, according to their disciplines are there, but we have to learn the best out of these according to our syllabus and according to our engineering disciplines. Okay, basically operations research, rather simply defined, is the research of science. It is the research of science. Okay, it is it act as a, or it is the art of working of different resources. Okay, different systems. Okay, systems working on man, system working on machine, system working on man machine. Okay, basically four types of system. And lastly the system working with man machine or man machine unit, means full organization of man machine and man machine unit together. Okay, full organization, or you can say organization as a whole. Okay, VOR is a study of last type of system, that is man machine and man machine unit. Okay, there are many definitions of OR have been suggested from time to time. Okay, according to era of different times, definitions may be changed, but the concept of definition is the research of science. Okay, on the other hand, put forward a number of arguments as to why it cannot be defined. Okay, it is arguments why it cannot be defined, but it is not defined very well because the view of different persons are different. Suppose as an engineer you may think about the industry. Okay, one commerce graduate will think about the economy. Okay, so its view is different and definitions may be different according to them. Perhaps the subject is too young to be defined in an authoritative way. Some of the different definitions suggested are, as I said, there are 13 definitions, but we are going to discuss these basic three definitions of operations research because GTU is asking many times define operation research or define operations research by Churchman, Eckhoff and Anoff, and also characteristics of operations research. Okay, or if it is not mentioned that only it is asked like this, define operations research, then you can write any definition of operations research, but try to specify the definition or try to more specify the definition of operations research. Okay, and also sometimes with the definition it also they are asking applications of operation research or scope of operations research, whatever the question is, but they are generally asking for Churchman, Eckhoff and Anoff definition. Okay, now the definition is as on the display. OR in the most general sense can be characterized as the application of scientific methods, tools and techniques to problems involving in the operations of systems so as to provide those in control of the operations with optimum solutions to the problems. Okay, what it is saying, OR in the most can be characterized as the applications of scientific methods. It is the application of scientific, different scientific methods are there. okay, to solve the different kinds of problems like mathematical science, like managemental science or inventory management science. Different science are there. Okay, you have to apply these methods, different tools to apply this method. Like in computer you can use Microsoft Excel to calculate different techniques to solve the problems which are involving in operations of system, so as to provide those in control of operations with optimum solution. Finally, our goal is, our objective is to find the optimum solution, which solution is the best for the organization or for the real life problems. Okay, that is the definition by Churchman, Eckhoff and Anna, the most important definitions out of all these definitions. And you have to write this definition and try to it by practice it to speak in front of, because you have to give external viva in front of external faculty. So I am repeating the definition. OR in the most general sense can be characterized as the application of scientific methods, tools and techniques to problem involving the operations of systems, so as to provide those in control of the operations with optimum solutions to the problem. Okay, by Churchman, Eckhoff and Anna. Another definition, which is simply, they look like a sentence but it means a lot, and you don't have to write this definition. This is just for to understand the definition of operation research. What is the definition? Operation research is the art of winning wars without actually fighting them, by author Clark. Okay, it is the art of winning war without actually fighting them. Means, as we seen in previous lecture, that is in historical standpoint, OR unit, that is the first OR unit, that is bracket circles. There are different disciplines. Executives are there, like one is engineer, one is psychologist, one is doctor, one is army officer. Okay, they create a team. And they find the solution how to win a war. They don't go for fight, but they give the scientific approach to the soldiers, how to manage the resources. Okay, and they win. So operations research is an art of winning wars without actually fighting them. Means, suppose you have one problem in your organization, you can find the solution by different types of techniques you know in your study or in your daily life, whatever your experience is. Okay, but organization needs optimum solution. Now the third definition is by JOR Society, that is by in United Kingdoms. Okay, this is also very meaningful definition, very classified definition of operations research. Just listen it. OR is the application of modern methods of mathematical science to complex problems involving management of large systems of man, machine, materials and money in industry, business, government and defense. The distinctive approach is to develop a scientific model of system incorporating measurement of factors such as chance and risk to predict and compare the outcome of alternative decisions and strategies of controls. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, you can clear it. Now let me clear it. OR is an application of modern methods of mathematical science to complex problems. Means, it is a application of mathematical science. Mathematical science means mathematical theories or mathematical calculations, quantitative calculations are there that you have to apply. In a large system. Large system means what? There are many many machines, many materials, or lots of monies are invested in that industry, and like in our leading industries in our India, okay, how they are managing all of these industries or all these resources, okay, for better or for optimum solution or for maximization profit. Okay, large system of man machine, okay, there are, suppose there are thousands of mans, thousands of machines, lots of material man, and lots of money you have invested in the industry or business or government or defense. So how to manage it, manage these resources, okay. For an example, railway, okay, railway is Indian railway. Indian railway is the best example, because in railway there are many trains are running on only two tracks. How they are managing, okay, number of reservations they are doing at a time for an different types of different railways or different trains, how they are managing, how they are applying first come first serve services. Okay, so this is the scientific approach, that is called the distinctive approach is to develop a scientific model of the system incorporating measurements of factors such as chance and risk to predict and compare the outcomes of alternative decisions, strategies and controls. Okay, by mathematical modeling of that real life situation, you can predict or risk, or suppose the confusion situation is there, okay, there are two possibilities, x and y. Suppose x decision is taken, then whatever the effect on the decision, and y decision is taken, then whatever the effect on the decision or whatever outcome, okay, on outcome. Suppose for an example, one petrol engine is there, one petrol engine SI engine is there, okay, which is working on fuel and air, that you know very well, okay. But now we are adding methanol with it, methanol of 10%, okay, to increase the efficiency or to decrease the pollution level or to decrease the exhaust gas emission, okay. So what we are adding, 10% methanol. Another trial we are taking on 5% methanol, another trial we are taking on 15% methanol. So results may vary. In some results maybe efficiency will increase, in some results maybe pollution or exhaust gas emission may increase, okay, or in some situation that is desired efficiency is there and also desired exhaust gas emission, okay. So what is the optimum solution out of these three, okay, or how much quantity we can add for the optimum solution, okay, which will not affect the environment or which will not decrease the efficiency of the engine. That solution can be given by the operations research. So these are the different definitions of operations research, and let me clear that most of the definitions of operations research are not satisfactory because of the following these three reasons. First, reason number one, it is developed according to time, okay. Different times, different definitions are given by different researcher, okay, according to that time, okay. Nowadays of internet, so it may be vary, it may be changed by different because we are using internet as a source to work, okay. Now people are working from home, so it may, definition of operation research may be changed, okay. That is the reason number one, different, it changes according to time, so you cannot say that this definition is very perfect, okay. So it may be noted that above definitions may be not satisfactory because of the following reasons. Reason number one, okay, it is according to time, okay. So era will be changes or scenario will be changes according to time, like Today we are working with the internet source. Okay, so the era is changing. Okay, some definition may be without the internet era. Okay, so it may be changes, it may be vary according to time. That is reason number one. And reason number two, that is disciplinary. Okay, researcher may be write definition or maybe give definition according to their discipline. Okay, engineer's point of view is different, accountant's point of view is different. Okay, MBA graduates, MBA's graduates view is different. Okay, so it may be changes according to them. So disciplinary, according to that disciplinary, they may the definition may change. Okay, so it is not satisfactorily definition given by anyone discipline, anyone researcher, or it is not possible for one person to take a knowledge from the all the disciplinary. Okay, so once engineer is technical person, then he can take in technical knowledge. He cannot jump into arts level of knowledge. Okay, so it may be different. Okay, and reason number three, that is, it is not easy to define operation research precisely, as it is not a science representing any well-defined social, biological or physical phenomena. It is not social, biological or physical phenomena that you do experiment and its outcome will come and you prove that theory and publish in the journal. Okay, so it is not that type of science, well-defined social, biological or physical phenomena. Okay, so these are the three basic reasons because OR's definition cannot be satisfied or cannot be satisfactorily defined. Okay, now the another topic that we are going to discuss today, that is characteristics of operations research. There are many different characteristics, out of which the base 8 characteristics of operations research are here. Okay, there are 8 characteristics like its system or executive orientation, the use of interdisciplinary team, application of scientific method, uncovering of new problems, improvement in the quality of decisions, use of computer quantitative solutions and human efforts. Okay, these are the 8 characteristics of operations research. We had seen the different definitions of operations research. Okay, presented essential characteristics of operations research. They are, first is its system orientation or executive orientation, as it gives, as a system oriented means it gives solution for the whole organization. Okay, decision may be not in the favor of any one discipline or department. Okay, it is as a whole organization. Suppose, as we discussed in the previous section, suppose production department try to cover the uninterrupted production. Okay, that is not good for as an inventory control management, because if inventory rises, the cost may be rises, so on account department will interrupt in it, or personal department will interrupt in it, because they are not they are trying to cover the whole organization, will work whole day or all the day. Okay, then engineer will help to engineer will try to cover the maintenance of machines or line. Okay, so it is not sorry, it is not necessary to take a decision in any one department or as any one's discipline in favor. Okay, so it is system oriented, whole system work together as a team. Okay, second, the use of interdisciplinary teams. See this, the use of interdisciplinary teams. Okay, the second characteristic of our study is that the performance by a team science whose individual members have been drawn from different scientific and engineering discipline. For an example, okay, engineer may think according to non-interrupted production point of view. Okay, personal department will think for quality of worker. Okay, account department will think about the cost. Okay, and like as we seen in the previous section. Okay, psychologists may think about think psychologists think is different. Okay, army officers think is different. Okay, engineers think is different, doctors think is different. Okay, so they come from the different disciplines, and they will think about their study and their disciplinary. Okay, also the changes or updation in their disciplinary came into rise. Okay, they study, they will update themselves with these machine. Like an engineer, this machine is new, so say we can purchase a CNC machine on in place of lathe, old type of lathe machine. It works very well, so engineer can suggest. Okay, so account department will try to manage that cost for the CNC machine. So different disciplinary came from different department, and they come into for optimum solution. They came on optimum solution. Okay, so the use of interdisciplinary team, that is the characteristic of operation research. Third one is application of scientific method. Application of scientific method, because the real life problems in the different real life problems are there, like a queuing problem, replacement problem. Suppose in bank. Okay, bank, there are at cash counter there are number of persons daily came and do their job, work, or came for the different kinds of problem. Okay, so how to solve them, who will come first, who will come last. Okay, so that is first come first serve. That is first come first serve. Okay, like in railways reservation. Okay, or in also that is last come first serve scientific method you can apply. So different scientific methods. Okay, real life problem, how to convert real life problems into mathematical form and try to solve by the scientific methods. That is application of scientific method. Then next one is fourth one, that is uncovering of new problems. Uncovering of new problems. Okay, once system is derived and system is fixed, that by these types of production or by these type of methods we can achieve this optimum solution. Maybe vary, but near about that situation or profitization. So uncovering of new problem, according to different problem, modeling or different programming may be changes. Okay, so for each and every problem you have to program, calculate or calculate another program. Okay, so uncovering, you cannot use same program for one for all types of problems. Okay, so uncovering of new problems. Next is improvement in the quality of decisions. By applying OR, you can take quality decision according to the discipline, different discipline, or betterment of organization. You can, your decision should be in the favor of profitization of an industry. Next is use of computer. As I say, you can use Microsoft Excel to calculate the lengthy data which are taken by the organization, or which are taken by the different machines, or different data came into existence, and you can apply this use of computer into scientific management or in operations research. That is the base, it reduces the calculation time. So that is quantitative solutions. After taking this, after taking this data, you can take quantitative solution by applying different methods or different mathematical methods, techniques. Okay, suppose quantitative solutions will suppose x and y. Suppose x and y, there are two decisions, or there are two solutions for a problem. Okay, For a problem there are two solutions, x and y. If x decision is taken, then production may be this or situation may be this. If y decision taken, then situation may be this. Okay, cost will increase, profit will increase. Cost will reduce, but profit will increase. That type of situation means I have that gives the ORs. Okay, then human effort. Okay, you cannot neglect the human effort in this operations research. Okay, the some human skills may increase the productivity or may increase the management. Okay, so human effort is also one basic characteristics of operations research. These are the characteristics of operations research. Let us repeat it. It's system oriented or executive oriented, the use of interdisciplinary team, applications of scientific method, uncovering of new problem, improvement in the quality of decision, use of computer, quantitative solutions, and human efforts. Okay, thank you so much. And as it is displayed, the pen is my tired hand keyboard, so please do writing practice. Thank you so much.